wait for them. No, maybe not. Finally, the old 6.3 is moving under its own steam. It's rather loud because it still doesn't have an exhaust on it. But that's going to change shortly. At least we know the transmission shifts fine, works perfectly. That was a big unknown. And yes, I have taken it for a drive, but it was too nerve-wracking for me to think about making a video about it. So we're just taking it for a lap and then it's going back to sleep in the garage. But anyway, works perfectly. Other than the ridiculous amount of noise that it makes. So what's it like driving your 6.3 after so fucking long?
It's kind of interesting.
What are your first impressions?
I think it might be an issue with the brake burster, so I'm going to investigate that.
What's it doing?
Just suddenly lost pressure.
Oh, so you've all of a sudden got no brakes?
Yeah, well, just, yeah, feels like it was leaking. Anyway, minor issue.
Other than that, it's good to see the transmission actually shifts properly.
The steering feels good as well, surprisingly.
With a backyard
with
wheel alignment.
Next to no wheel alignment, yeah.
Probably still better than one done in Australia, which is the sad reality.
Yeah.
Those award-winning seats are definitely going to need new leather, but that's a later job.
That's correct.
It's coming along nicely.
I wonder if this is fucked. Check valve? Probably is.
Well, the engine's running and idling. That's maximum vacuum anyway. Well, other than coasting.
Yeah, it was just when I stopped that it seemed to lose pressure very quickly.
Unless you've still got air in the system.
No, it was the pedal. The pedal just kind of...
Went to the floor? Or
no,
went
no,
hard?
it went hard very quickly.
Okay.
Now this is going to make a mess everywhere. That's the problem.
I can't even see any oil on that dipstick.
It's above that max line.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really thin.
Yeah. And it's like, that's how clean it is.
Right. Excellent.
And yes, I think the car is running lean.
I did give it about half throttle when I took it for a test drive, much to Tim's horror. But it handled it perfectly fine. We may have had permanent hearing damage in the process, but yeah, it worked flawlessly. The injection isn't 100% set up correctly. It's, I believe, running a bit lean, but hey, that's repairable.
This throttle linkage is incorrect for the car, and it's not quite adjusted properly. It's like pretty close, but yeah.
She'll be right, mate. She'll be right, mate. Famous Aussie words until the engine
explodes.
Grenades. But yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. He will fix that in due course. But not bad going for a couple of clowns that don't know anything about these cars. Tim has done all of the work and research himself, obviously, but to actually drive one of these after it being a complete and total pile of rubbish when he got it, with a boat anchor of an engine that was completely seized, he's done ridiculously well to get to this point where it's now a drivable vehicle with a fully rebuilt engine, when you can basically get nothing for it anymore. What he has gotten was genuine, and he's used various aftermarket suppliers, custom pistons, etc. But yeah, it's done well. He's done well, and it's going to be on the road properly shortly with an actual exhaust system. So that's going to happen in early 2023, and then it can go for a decent long drive, which I'm sure he is looking forward to.